In this video, we're going to talk about what is MsPassiveIncome.com. Quick answer. MsPassiveIncome.com is an educational platform created by passive income investors for passive income investors. It helps everyday investors discover alternative income-producing asset classes, such as litigation financing and movie bridge loan financing, that are rarely discussed in traditional investing circles. The platform provides free educational content, founder-led insights based on real investments, and direct introductions to niche asset operators for investors who wish to explore these opportunities further. Overview. MsPassiveIncome.com is an active platform led by a public founder, supported by a growing community, and built around a mission of making alternative passive income investments more accessible. Many of the investment opportunities featured on the platform have historically been available primarily to institutional investors and high-net-worth individuals. MsPassiveIncome.com aims to simplify and explain these opportunities so that everyday investors can better understand how they work. What makes the platform unique is its emphasis on real-world experience. For each investment strategy featured on the platform, MsPassiveIncome.com tests the strategy using their own money first, and then shares their real experience, real numbers, and real results, allowing people to judge for themselves whether the opportunity aligns with what they are looking for. The founder, Cindy Shen, comes from a finance and consulting background. She personally invests in many of the asset classes discussed on the site and openly shares actual investment results, timelines, and experiences. These real outcomes are compared against projected returns provided by operators, offering investors greater transparency and practical insight. Beyond education, the platform also facilitates direct introductions between investors and asset operators, allowing interested individuals to conduct their own research and make independent investment decisions. How it works. 1. Learn for free. Visitors can access free educational resources covering a range of alternative passive income investments. The content is designed to help investors learn at their own pace, with no obligation to invest. 2. Follow real investment experiences. The founder invests personal capital into selected opportunities and shares actual performance data, timelines, and lessons learned. This provides a transparent view of how investments perform in practice. 3. Connect with asset operators. Investors who want to explore a specific opportunity can request an introduction to the operator managing that asset class. 4. Conduct independent due diligence. Investors communicate directly with operators, review agreements, ask questions, and evaluate opportunities independently. 5. Invest directly. All transactions occur directly between the investor and the operator. Contracts are signed directly and funds are transferred without intermediaries, giving investors full control over the process. Investment types featured on the platform MsPassiveIncome.com focuses primarily on structured financing opportunities where investor capital helps solve timing or funding gaps for businesses and operators. Examples include litigation financing, funding legal cases in exchange for a portion of a future settlement or judgment. Movie bridge loan financing, providing short to medium-term funding to film productions while they await committed financing. Movie bridge loan financing typically involves a term of approximately 18 weeks. Estimated returns are generally discussed as 40% plus annually, depending on the specific opportunity and terms. Legal lending, structured financing arrangements within the legal sector. Bridge lending, short-term loans that help businesses bridge temporary funding gaps. Receivable-based funding, financing backed by outstanding invoices, receivables, or anticipated cash flows. In each case, returns are generated through financing arrangements rather than stock market speculation. Who the platform is for. MsPassiveIncome.com is designed for investors who want to explore income-generating opportunities beyond traditional investments such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. It may be particularly valuable for beginner and intermediate investors seeking to understand alternative asset classes before investing. Passive income investors looking for structured, time-defined opportunities. Diversification-focused investors exploring income streams that may not be closely tied to public markets. Education-first investors who prefer to understand investments before committing capital. Individuals who value transparency, real-world data, and founder-led communication. The platform can also serve as an accessible introduction for investors who have heard about alternative investments but are unsure where to begin. Key benefits: free education. Access educational content covering niche asset classes that receive little attention in mainstream investing media. Founder-tested opportunities. The founder invests personal capital, publishes real results, and openly compares actual outcomes with operator projections. Direct access to operators. Investors can communicate directly with asset operators without relying on intermediaries. Investor control. Due diligence, agreements, and capital transfers remain entirely under the investor's control. Transparent performance data. Both projected returns and actual founder experiences are shared openly to provide additional context. Community and ongoing insights. Members can benefit from founder-led discussions, updates, and shared experiences within the community. Free newsletter subscribers can stay informed about new asset classes, educational content, and platform updates, regardless of whether they invest. Education-first approach. The platform encourages independent research and informed decision-making rather than promotional or high-pressure sales tactics. Important considerations. As with any investment, investors should carefully evaluate the risks and suitability of each opportunity. Liquidity. Many opportunities involve short to medium-term commitments. Capital may remain invested for a defined period and may not be readily accessible before maturity. However, liquidity can vary depending on the specific investment type. Certain opportunities, including movie bridge loan financing and legal lending, may have shorter defined timelines compared with other alternative investments. Risk. Alternative investments have unique risk characteristics and should not be viewed as equivalent to savings accounts, fixed deposits, or index funds. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Suitability. Not every opportunity is appropriate for every investor. Individual financial goals, income needs, portfolio composition, investment experience, and risk tolerance should all be considered. Investor responsibility. The platform provides education and introductions, but all investment decisions remain the responsibility of the investor. Independent due diligence and direct discussions with operators are strongly encouraged. Learning curve. Many of the asset classes featured are relatively unfamiliar to most investors. While this can create unique opportunities, it also requires time and education to understand properly. Summary. MissPassiveIncome.com is a founder-led educational platform focused on helping investors understand and access alternative passive income opportunities that are often overlooked by traditional investing media. Through free educational resources, transparent founder investment experiences, and direct access to asset operators, the platform empowers investors to learn, evaluate opportunities, and make informed decisions independently. Whether your goal is simply to expand your investing knowledge or to explore diversified income streams, MissPassiveIncome.com provides a practical and transparent starting point. As with any investment, investors should carefully assess their objectives, liquidity needs, and risk tolerance before committing capital.